Hey there, fellow patriots and petrol enthusiasts. You might be surprised to learn that the U.S., a country practically built on black gold, actually imports a good chunk of its oil. It seems counterintuitive, right? We've got those nodding donkeys bobbing away like caffeinated lawn ornaments, and yet here we are, guzzling down that sweet, sweet crude from foreign lands. Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive headfirst into this oily enigma and unravel the mystery of why America, a major oil producer, still relies on imports. Now, before you go accusing Texas of slacking on the job, let's get one thing straight. Not all oil is created equal. The oil industry is a complex and nuanced field with different types of oil offering varying benefits and challenges. It's kind of like comparing a fine aged bourbon to a gas station energy drink. Both will give you a kick, but the experience is vastly different. The bourbon, with its rich flavors and smooth finish, is a product of time and craftsmanship. The energy drink, on the other hand, is designed for a quick jolt, lacking the depth and complexity. The U.S., you see, is blessed with an abundance of light, sweet crude. This type of oil is highly sought after because it's easier to refine, making it more efficient for producing gasoline and other high-demand products. It's the good stuff, easy to refine and turn into gasoline. Refineries love it because it requires less processing, saving time and resources. This means lower costs and higher efficiency, which is great for the economy and consumers alike. However, many of our refineries, those industrial behemoths built back when bell-bottoms were considered fashionable, are geared towards processing heavy sour crude. These refineries were designed in an era when heavy crude was more prevalent and economically viable. Think of it as the oil equivalent of a hearty stew, thicker, richer, and requiring a bit more elbow grease to process. Heavy sour crude is more challenging to refine, needing more complex and costly processes to break it down into usable products. But just like a hearty stew, it has its own set of unique qualities and benefits. So, we've got the oil, we've got the refineries. What's the problem? Well, it's not as simple as it sounds. The journey from oil well to gas pump is a complex one, fraught with logistical challenges. Imagine ordering a pizza from a place 5 states away. Sure, it's doable, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg in delivery fees. The same principle applies to oil, but on a much larger scale. Transporting oil across vast distances is not only expensive, but also time-consuming. The logistics involved are staggering, requiring coordination between ships, trucks, and pipelines. Our major refineries, mostly huddled together down south like a family reunion at a crawfish boil, are better positioned to receive shipments of heavy crude from overseas than to transport the lighter stuff from our own backyard. This geographical clustering creates a bottleneck. It all boils down to pipelines, those underground arteries that carry oil across the country. These pipelines are crucial for efficient oil transport, but they are not as widespread as they need to be. We simply don't have enough of them connecting our domestic production hubs to our refining centers. This lack of infrastructure means that even though we have the oil, getting it to where it needs to be is a monumental task. Section 4. The Global Oil Chessboard, a game of supply and demand. But wait, there's more. The U.S. isn't just playing solitaire in the global oil market. It's a high-stakes game of chess, with countries buying, selling, and strategizing like a room full of Wall Street wolves on Red Bull. Sometimes it makes more economic sense for the U.S. to export its light crude, which fetches a higher price on the international market, and import heavier varieties that better suit our refinery infrastructure. It's all about maximizing profits, folks, even if it seems a bit counterintuitive. Section 5. Conclusion Balancing Act, Why the U.S. Imports Oil. In this section, we will delve into the intricate reasons behind the U.S.'s decision to import oil despite being one of the largest producers in the world. So there you have it, the answer to our oily riddle. The U.S. imports oil not because we're running dry, but because of a complex interplay of factors. These factors include oil quality differences, infrastructure limitations, and the ever-shifting dynamics of the global oil market. The U.S. produces a lot of light, sweet crude oil, but our refineries are designed to process heavier, sour crude, which we import. Additionally, the global oil market is a constantly changing landscape. Prices fluctuate, political situations evolve, and supply chains adapt. This means that sometimes it's more economical to import oil rather than use domestic supplies. It's a delicate balancing act, like trying to juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle. The U.S. has to carefully manage its oil imports and exports to maintain economic stability and meet energy demands. And just like those circus acts, it's best left to the professionals. The experts in the oil industry work tirelessly to ensure that the U.S.'s energy needs are met efficiently and effectively. But hey, at least now you can impress your friends at parties with your newfound knowledge of the U.S. oil industry. You can explain why we import oil and how it all fits into the bigger picture of global energy. Just try not to spill any on the carpet. After all, understanding the complexities of the oil market is one thing, but cleaning up a mess is another.